Hello again. My name is Dan Garber. I'm an assistant engineer here at the DOT. In this video, we're going over how to connect to your Carmanah speed sign and upload the schedule that we went over how to make in the last video. So with each sign, there will be a flash drive that contains the two applications that you see here on the screen here. SpeedCheck Traffic Analyzer and SpeedCheck Manager. We'll be using SpeedCheck Manager again. Also in that little bag that has the USB stick with your applications will be a Bluetooth transmitter. You will plug that into your laptop as you pull up to your sign to be able to connect to it. It just gives you an extended Bluetooth range. You will have to send your schedule to each sign individually. So this process that we go through, you'll have to do it twice, once for each sign. Once you've opened up the application, the window will look like this. You will not be connected to the device, obviously, because we haven't done that yet. So your connected to box here will be red. So to connect to your sign, you'll click Establish Connection up here in the top right. It'll show up as new, as you see here. If it's not showing up, just click Rescan right there. It can take a little bit for that to process. Just let your computer think through it. It'll show up as new. Then you just click Connect. Make sure to click through any pop-ups that appear. Once you are connected to your sign, that box up here will turn green. And then you are connected to your speed sign. The first thing to do is to connect to it, to unlock it, I should say. So you go over to the Device tab here all the way on the left, and you'll have this little window to put in the password. The password is unlock, UNLOCK, all lowercase. You hit enter, the window will change. So the first time you connect to the sign, usually this one will be selected. Select via external input for your operating mode. You want to make sure to change that to use scheduler and then click apply. That makes it so that we can actually send the schedule that we created in the last video. Once you have set that to use scheduler, if you are collecting data, this is when you would collect data from your device. To do that, you go over to the fourth tab here, data collection, and you click on that, and it brings you to this window. From this window, all you have to do is click get data from device, and it will download a file, and you can open that file with SpeedCheck Traffic Analyzer. Once you've done that, you can go through to setting up your sign. The first thing to do is to go into your System tab here, and you want to make sure to set your time and date to match the time and date of your computer. The sign may not have been made in the same time zone. It may have gotten slightly off from the time it originally had, so you want to make sure that your time and date are correct so that your sign is turning on the right days at the right times. So underneath your Systems tab, you go over to Set Time and ID here, and it pops this window up here. It'll show the name of your device up top, and you can choose your time and date manually, or you can just click today's date and current time and it'll match it to your computer. There's also a button to enable or disable daylight savings. So if you're in a place without daylight savings, or if we decide to get rid of it. Once you've set those, you send changes to device down here on the bottom, and it'll give you this warning that says if you change things by too much, it's going to delete the information that's currently on the sign, which is why we collect the traffic data first. So you hit yes, it goes away, your sign is now fully set up. So once you've done that, the next thing to do is to send your schedule to your sign. So you go to that third tab here, Scheduler, where we set up the schedule in the last video, and you just have to click Send Schedule to Device. If you were set up multiple schedules, they'd all be listed here. In this case, there's just the one. So you select the schedule you want to send, you click OK, and you wait for a little bit, and down here on the bottom, it'll change to schedule sent successfully as the status. And once you've done that, once that shows up, you know that your sign has the schedule that you wanted sent. If you didn't have any schedules on your computer, you can get the schedule that's already uploaded to the device. So someone else, if they want the schedule, doesn't have to create it all themselves. You can go to the sign and download it from the sign itself using the Get Schedule from Device button here. That's really the whole process for sending your schedule to your sign. You want to make sure that you do it for each sign because they don't speak to each other. So if you don't send it to both, only one will turn on when you want it to. That's it. Have a great day.